Good morning, Deontae.
Good morning.
AP Stedham, AP as we see it. Deontae, what would you like to see different from the defense this year? You know, to help the team win. What would you like to see different?
I think we just all have to be bought in. I think that started right when the bowl game ended, and you know we just all had to come together. I think being year one and Coach Wool's system, you know, we had our bumps and bruises that we had to go through throughout the season, and you know we just had to get more reps. I think as the season progressed, we were able to get better from it, and you know I'm very excited for our defense this year, and you know I feel like we have more guys that knows Coach Wool's system, and you know we know the rep. I mean we know the scheme. Now it's all about honing in on what the offense do, so we're able to anticipate at the highest level and fly around.
Right side, fourth row.
Hey, Deontae, Johnny Condon, ABC 3340 Sports in Birmingham. Florida State quarterback Thomas Castellanos, transfer from Boston College, had some choice words this offseason, some bulletin board material talking about how he don't think that your defense can stop him, and said that they're not the same without Nick Saban. To a leader of that defense, to hear those comments, what's your reaction?
Yeah, obviously people gonna say what makes them feel the most confident, but it's something we can't really worry about because nothing matters other than what goes on inside those lines, and we'll see when the game gets here, and we'll prepare and make sure we're ready for August 30th, and we'll see it when we get here.
Middle, fourth row, and then pass it to your left.
Deontae, Jared Bates here, Mobile, Alabama, WNSP. Good to see a hometown kid here at SEC Media Days. But Deontae, in the SEC, so many great places to play. Y'all were undefeated at home last year. But is there a road stadium that has stuck out in your time in the conference?
Man, to be honest with you, I think every road SEC game is tough because I think I played pretty much everywhere in the SEC. I'll go to Georgia this year, but even when we play Arkansas or Tennessee or Auburn, any road game, especially being Alabama, the fans are into it just a little bit more, and it's something we look forward to. We're all about a challenge, and we love coming in the away team stadium and trying to clear it out.
Stay on the fourth row and then pass it forward.
Hey Deontae, Nick over in Mobile with WNSP. Coach DeBoer's talked a lot about how you are a leader and you're a mentor to everyone in that locker room. I'm curious, back in your hometown in Mobile, who are some of the leaders, coaches, and mentors who helped you get to the place you're at today and turn you into the man you are?
That's a great question. First, I think, my parents, of course. They always been my support system. They always been in my corner no matter what. And, I definitely think they raised me the right way. I had a high school coach, Ronnie Cottrell. He did a lot for me as well. And it's a lot of people that helped me get to where I am today. And I definitely had a lot of people to look at in ways of don't do that or do that. And so I think that kind of molded me as well. But I think it just comes back to my parents, man. They really instill something in me at an early age, and I was just able to take it and run with it.
Fifth row on the right side, then pass it forward.
Trevor Denton with Way 31. Deontae, when you got hurt in that Oklahoma game, many people thought that was it for your college career. Why did you decide to return to Tuscaloosa, and how difficult or not difficult of a decision was that for you?
Yeah, it was definitely a very hard decision. I think any college athlete, any college football player, we all have dreams and aspirations of playing at the next level, and I feel like I had that opportunity, but I I had to look past that a little bit. It was still some things I need to work on. Being a leader, more of a vocal leader, and just building more relationships off the field. I feel like this would be a good year to kind of set me up for life after football. Obviously, I have dreams and aspirations of playing at the next level, but I think the injury kind of made me realize that it could be taken away from you at any point, and it kind of made me just want to dig deeper in life after football, or some goals after football, and getting some relationships settled. And I think that was the biggest thing. It definitely was a tough decision though.
We'll go on the first row, then pass it over when you're done, please.
Deontae, you were just sort of talking about it, but your rehab, I mean, what did you go through? Obviously, it's a physical journey, but it's a mental journey as well to get back to where you are now. Can you kind of describe that for us, and what journey you went through?
Yeah. It was definitely a journey. I'm happy that I'm on the back end of it now, but obviously it was something I couldn't do by myself. I have full faith in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and he's just been showing me different ways of how he's been with me, and it's just amazing to see. And just having, like I said, my family, them being my support system, them driving down to Tuscaloosa whenever they need to, just small things like that. It just makes it a little bit easier. Obviously, it's rough. Every day is not gonna be pretty. You're gonna have your days where you don't feel like doing it, but this is what I got to do. And another thing would be the medical team at Alabama. Jeremy Giselle, he's my guy, to be honest. I've been with him for the past 8 months, and every day, and we've been getting after it. And when you have people around you, it just makes it a little bit easier. It's still something you gotta handle and get through, but it's all for a greater good.
Excuse me, could you pass the microphone to the gentleman in the third row? Thank you.
Hey, Deontae, Tony Reese, WTV. I'm out of Columbus. Man, I want to, as a defensive leader, get you to talk about the progression you've seen firsthand of Deontae Pierre and Red Morgan, those type of guys.
Yeah, Deontae, I'll start with Deontae. He's growing into that edge rusher that you want. And, he gaining weight. I think he's about 250 now or something like that, but he's just working hard every day. I think he's establishing himself a role, and that's always good, because I feel like once you find that role, you just attack it full steam, and you're ready to go. And then Red Morgan, man, moved the corner. Definitely got some learning still to do, but giving it everything he got every day, and coming to work every day, and trying to learn as much as he can. Red's a freak athlete, so he has all the tools to be a great player. Is now just developing into more of a scheme type of player, and doing what's best for the team, and he's attacking that full head on, and I'm excited for both of them and their future.
We have time for one more. We'll go on the back on the end.
Dan Peck, ESPN 106.7 in Auburn. A lot was new for Coach DeBoer last year. Have you noticed any change or growth or development in him in his second year as your head coach?
Yeah, no doubt. I think, last year it's hard to replace Coach Saban, and, just for him to come in and, just to take the job, that shows the confidence that he has in himself, and that's just great. And like you said, he's definitely developed. It's just hard for him to try to imply his way of doing things or his standard to us so so early on year one, but now year two, I mean, we're all for DeBoer, and you know, we're all into what he has to say or what he wants to do for the program, and I think, you know, he definitely feels that, and you know, the players feel that as well, and you know, we're excited and we're ready.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. BetOnline. The game starts here.